He hears a knock on his door.
I do.
Yeah.
I decide to clear out the cloud trap stuff and answer just slowly.
You see Rain standing at the door, peering in.
Oh, it's right.
She says, "Are you doing okay? Rail, I heard music.
That would
I
be
don't
funny.
think."
Rain's nugging, he's like, oh, it's good. Hey,
She would say, "You have any advice for me doing magic tomorrow? I know we just went through a whole bunch of stuff, and I should ace it." And you see like a weak confidence, but
If you really need it, I can. We can help practice with the magic if you need.
It's like, not exactly. It's like any words of advice, encouragement. Like, I don't know how to cast spells. That's how she said it.
Don't let the spells you cast consume you. Don't let them.
oh, okay.
She would
Take control. Be the center of.
Take control.
Be the center of attention. Stage for it.
Oh,
That
thanks.
the eel. Take control.
You would feel the eel would be like, "Is she a worthy vessel?"
Oh.
I like whispers myself.
What did you say? Right.
Saying there can't be two.
There can't be two.
Oh.
A host can only have one. They would rip each other.
Highlander.
She'd be like, "Bye," and she'd walk away.
I say there should be two. Starts dying.
You cannot consume. The way in which you consumed a power was through another one's death. Another one of those things. If you're planning on giving it a host, it would be another person to help conquer. And it's kind of too young to have developed its own abilities yet, so you would not gain an ability off of it.
My character would then approach what would be like probably an air duct and be like, feel one out, find one. It's here.
Releases it.
Releases it and then
It would be perplexed. Like when the time comes, if I call on you to assist, yea or nay,
until you're back and call.
will be dice rolls on this. It will slither through an air duct.
And suddenly I feel normal again. Like the past few hours were literally nothing happening. It's like I draw a blank in the past few hours.
Dice rolls after dice rolls. I do not
Did
like
we
this.
have blanks or something? I thought we were left out.
Now the store owner is infected, and he's now using his charm.
16, 12, and 19. Just saying that for future. It is hard to read. First time I rolled it, it was a 1 though. Okay, so
Very hard to read.
that happens. So now I know where it will be in a while.
Oh, I got a natural 20.
Luckily, it would have been bad if you have an actual 20. I have to give it one at once. Okay, on to Roland and Shambles. There's enough there to do it.
I'll leave Campbell to do his first. What are you gonna do? You always have I turn into the otter and I peek through like what happened with the sign language?
Shambles?
Does he know?
Sticks out a hand and otter. Like, oh, cute. Can I,
Giant otter.
do you have any advice for tomorrow's test?
I grab from my pocket and give her a handful of, I would say, 2 things of random seeds from my seed bag. Because I actually have a bag of seeds. I'll give her 2 things of seeds.
Oh, these are arcane because I remember what they are.
Like,
Arcane.
knowledge.
I think I literally used the phrase these are sensu beans, but this is very helpful.
Use
If I'm
these
fighting
basically.
someone, she would be like, is Roland there?
I'm like, I open it so you
She
can
walks
show.
Roland, you have any divine
Oh, divine advice.
Divine advice?
I will be praying over you.
I can pray for you, but just do your best. Don't be hard on yourself.
What would Torn do? The god.
Thorn do?
Torn or whatever, the linehead guy would be like, what would Torn do?
What would Thorn do? Like just like I said, don't be hard on yourself.
You give her the hammer. Here you go.
Ace the test. She'd be like dragging the.
Here's some random hammer damage.
Place
Throw
it
it yourself a foot.
Place it in your bag of holding.
I mean, that the hammer apparently is Mjolnir. It's just possessed people or something. Corruption is spreading from that hammer.
Alright, so,
I just wonder if I could do like dark lightning or something. Says, be like.
It's like, well, the prayers are welcome. She would give a weak smile and be like, well, tomorrow might be our last day together. And she'd
She
go back
dies
to her
in
room.
battle.
That'd be terrible. She'd go back to her room.
That's very anime. And she dies.
Does anybody have anything else to do?
I don't know.
Now that I'm a
It's been a long day.
otter.
This guy ready.
Now that I'm
I
an
used to
otter.
suddenly start knocking on your guys' door.
My
I
our
answered.
door.
Yeah.
I answer.
As otter.
Do either of y'all know what happened the last few hours?
Few hours.
I think we had drinks or something?
No, we did not.
Or maybe it was... No, it had to be the bloodline. Never mind. I leave and head back.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
I hope.
I want to go shopping. Now that I'm actually something active.
At night?
He's doing sign language?
Oh, I thought we slept.
Oh, it would be the night. If you want to change otter in the morning.
Yeah, that's what I thought we were doing.
So are you going, okay, so here's the problem. She's got to early in the morning go to her test.
Mm-hmm.
Who wants to watch or are you guys not?
My character will.
Because there is,
Well,
or go with her.
I want to watch, yeah.
Well,
For sure.
as an otter.
I sit in the crowd.
So the next day, you guys go to this ominous, it's a large stone building. There's a huge tree growing through it. There's a few off-jets of this magical school, and there's the front gates that people go. There's a couple, it's almost like a bank teller area where people are cleared off, and then they're standing. Way bigger. People are paired off. You guys are with with Rain. She's nervous but excited. And there's a person be like, well, fill out this information. Be an elven lady with some gray in her hair, even though elves age slower. Fill here. And what race are you, ma'am? And she'll be like, well, I'm human. And be like, oh, that's going to take some extra time. Looks like the papers are in order, and she would point to a medical wing to the side. Is anybody would be willing to follow her?
I will.
Otter, follow.
Or she'll be like, no pets, and
Aw.
leave you, and
No
the
pets.
winged thing.
And I go like, you better behave.
And they would go to a medical room. It's like it's only for the lady, but you stand out there and you hear how they say that it's tradition for everyone to give a blood sample if they are human here. Oh, I've heard that. And draw blood. It does not take an hour. That would be ridiculous. It is sped up some form of arcana.
It's not my blood, right? I'm not human.
Her, because she's joining the school. They bloodline.
I don't like needles.
You're religious and you don't like needles.
Oh no!
It's against my religion. No.
This will happen, and in about 20 minutes she'll be out. And the other people are like, anyone else here for joining the school? No, okay, fine. They would go back, and there would be people being like, everyone that is here to sign in for joining the school, go to this side. If you're here to observe, so they eventually split. And you see as they're leaving, Rain looks back at you guys, almost unsure of herself. Any last final?
I'll be like, you can do it, just like in Water Boy.
You can do it, man.
You've seen that movie, right? You can do
With me in sign language. I don't know if she would know this, but I'm
it. There's
like,
no pets allowed. You're outside.
No, well,
let it grow or something.
Let it grow.
Let it grow.
Let it grow. Let it grow.
and she would walk
Yeah,
off.
I would go like hit it with your best shot.
And you change, and you eventually are almost in like a half a Coliseum space. You'd be sat down, and you would see where, from your point of view, you can see 3 different rooms, challenges, but you could see where the people could not notice the challenges going on. And one is first.
I'm gonna observe it with my monocle on one eye,
Ooh.
just to
Monocle.
see if I can catch
There are
the tricks.
You got a monocle?
like 2. He has a monocle of true seeing from a
Dry dock.
actual boss fight that
That died
instantly
instantly.
was very quickly killed. You see probably a good 24 unseen servants preparing parts of it because they're not fully. They go and walk in the first, would be the far left. There is a room full of
Cheese.
books, and it's like a library set up.
Ooh.
And as you're seeing some of it, there's different people going. And eventually it is Rain's turn. But they're like, this is the test to find a particular book. They would be naming it off. It is the evil tome of Akash or whatever. And you must use all of your magical abilities to perceive said evil tome. And like, and the people go to these rooms, these areas, and they're unaware. And it's like, with all of your capabilities, I need you to perceive the tome. She would roll, and then she would eventually cast out a spell. There was the different people that found it by just mage handing stuff, and people cast detect good and evil, and she would say, I use summon celestial, and Roland disappears.
Oh.
You, while just sitting, collapsed into the arena.
Ah, great.
You're celestial?
Do you see the shining glow of hair every time?
Crap.
And be like,
And I like a boast to like,
It's like, well, and they'll be like, well, we'll allow
Go
this.
for it.
go for it, look for tone.
It's an evil tome.
Alright. So I go to the tone.
Do you sense good and evil? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Kind of stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can, like a sore thumb. There is a green book on the 3rd shelf of one of these things.
Green book. So the green book is resonating with
Evil, yes.
So,
It's the only thing resonating with either good or evil.
so
It's very obvious.
Do I pick it up?
You can. You can tell her to go pick it up.
Tell her
Pick it up the green book.
It's supposed to tell us to me, you know. And she'll go and pull it up. And she passes this particular part.
Yay!
Well, it was
Does
a
she
neat
send-
way of
Does she send him back?
Yeah, I'm a
Like
summoner now.
I send it back, click, and yeah.
Back to see.
Did I do like Goku in
Instant,
Force Star?
instant transmission.
No, in Team Force Star, like
Yeah.
Yes.
hey guys, how you doing?
My otter keeps clapping.
They go eventually through the second. There's about a third of them that get past that get lost. They couldn't find the book. I guess they didn't prepare the right spells and whatnot. They go to the next room, and they go to the next room. They illuminate the next room. And they're like, unfortunately, the second test has been canceled due to the overseer. Our head artificer, Gears, has been missing for some time. We've decided to forego this part of the test. I'm so sorry. Hopefully his overseas journeys have been well. And then they go to the next part of the test where there is literally a battle of different monsters that seem to happen, and another third of them seem to fail this particular test. And that is when Rain comes up, and she is here and goes onto the stage, and there's just a chest in the middle of the room.
Oh no.
She's like, with her magic items out, cast magic missile at it. It becomes a mimic, of course. Well, magic missile no misses, so I can just roll down.
Yeah, it's roll damage. It's a D4.
I had it before.
You want a D4 like
Here's
this?
the
No?
magic missile is actually 3 different things. Okay, 5 points of damage. It does. That's a no. Next spell casting. Summon Fiend. And Rails is gone.
I'm going.
And you appear right there.
Fiend?
Yeah,
What does that mean?
Fiend with Aberration. Bam.
Aberration.
Yeah, Aberration is more fitting.
Okay.
You're like, guys,
With
and they're like, this is your magic. One of the practitioners, actually, you see off stage, there's like a drow you would see, and there's a woman with completely oily black skin and white hair, and you're like, oh, this is your magic. It is allowed. Because she sees this utter look of like, this isn't my doing then if I pass it.
This drow has sunglasses or something?
She's been out of the Underdark.
We
You don't know if this world, if they live in the Underdark.
We can
They could be
start.
somewhere. They could be worshippers of Palor, for all you know.
I begin to start thinking to myself, why? Why me? Why is it? Oh, it might be
Aberration versus Aberration? I don't.
All right. And with that, like, kind of revelation, it just gives me pause for a second, and then I guess I go ahead and go for combat.
It is a combat with you two there. She has taken her full turn. It would be your full turn because the mimic is extremely shocked. It has been caught off guard. It was not. I mean, in normal circumstances, it would be hidden. It kind of was the only thing in the room.
Does she know any spells that I personally know as well at the same time?
We know for
I like mimics.
Like for a fact.
I love mimics. I
have acid spray, splash, poison spray, where to fly.
you can do acid spray. Acid spray.
Especially the mimics on Dark Souls.
I have not played Dark Souls.
You open it up,
and he just pulled his teeth and started chomping you.
And then
That sounds awesome.
side by side with her, like
If you haven't like get to the checkpoint, then you get that. And you're
Oh,
done.
yeah.
so Sally.
I thought.
I forgot side by side like a dual poison shot.
She would, with a confidence nod,
Man, I think
cast-
you can
cast
survive
alongside
like
you,
a
so this will
raise
be a
from
combo spell.
vitality and HP.
So go ahead and what spell? Do you have to hit it, or does it have to save?
Be like fire someone.
Let's see, acid. You said poison spray, right?
Poison spray, sure.
It's a 10-foot 1d12 poison damage, and let's succeed on Constitution.
Okay, so what's the Constitution?
It's good. It's just there's another spray. I think it's a prismatic spray or something.
It's rolled a 10.
Or
I don't think
you
that's
can
a
choose the color. It depends on the
How much
color
damage
that
is
you
it?
choose. It's that element.
It is
That's
a
cool.
D. What I imagine of damage.
Alright, she rolled for damage. She rolled a 7.
And I roll
Your
for
pores
damage.
rigid, this is
Yes.
poison, like liquid or
He's
something
rolling
like
this
that.
one.
I always imagine like a spider would be like
Yes.
A spider, like maybe like a flat
two.
or something. You know what I mean? I know it sounds weird.
So it has had a total of 14 points of damage, which
That's a lot of damage.
over that turn. These things, that would be one of your actions. Do you want to do a second spell? She would not be able to
Do I
do a
do
combo with you.
She would not be able to.
No, that was more of a bonus action, like a reaction bonus flavor thing. To make her feel more confident about herself. She understood exactly what that was.
I didn't like rush up to smack the chest with curse, the snow curse,
Whoa.
like physical, just hand contact, and then I want her to try to finish the job.
So you
after that.
backhand a mimic.
How much damage was that?
That's a lot of strength, man.
Yeah,
Or how is
you're
it?
brave touching a mimic.
Yeah, I just went backhanded the mimic.
Yeah. I would have been like, slam it shut,
Wisdom saving throw.
poke its eyes.
Got a 7. That is definitely not doing it. I know I have to be a respecter of your guys' time.
It's alright. It's
It is.
okay. It's still more.
Okay, so you hit it. I seem to not be able to find the bestow curse. It starts with a B, don't it?
Yeah.
I've been just looking for curse. That is a great.
I even used to have that book, the spell book, but I didn't even download it.
It's
Tells you everything.
choose which ability school are you telling me to suck at? What's it for?
It's a strength. You want to
Wonder what will weaken it enough for magic to harm it more.
So you're more, instead of giving an ability check, you just wanted to also give them the product damage from her as well, all the way around as an alternative to giving them a fail. So you have to give them an ability school check. And I don't know which one of the spells you're using for the ability school check.
Sure.
Okay. So that's what it is. She would go and cast. I guess it would be the monster turn. It's. It will. Attack you.
Choke off.
Well, a 7 does not hit. Those- 10 does not hit. Wow, I just pseudopod tongue slapping around.
trying to link you, and you're like,
absolutely fails to do this,
Yeah.
it would go back to her turn. Probably,
Smack.
unfortunately,
You're right.
that's no.
Instead of punching, you just keep solve them like
Yeah, with the same blow. Instead of wham. That's what happened when you fight with me. I mean, he doesn't sound like that anymore. Like he's older now.
He's really
That's not a guy though. That's not a beta originally. I mean, he's still.
She's going to cast her most powerful spell, which will be Scorching
No.
Ray.
You know, I don't think sounds good.
yeah, he does.
Range melee attack.
Like nowadays, boxer, and he was saying how and nowadays,
11.
but he started saying like if I was facing you,
Yes, it sure
this
does.
is my prime, you 14. Like, my guys saying that.
19. Okay, so 2 of those hits. And Scorching Ray with 2 Scorching Ray, she goes ahead and strikes it.
Doesn't do
That
spells.
would be
Sounds like a Dragon Ball Z attack.
5, 7, 11, 12. 12 points of damage as it burns. And she then would cast her normal magic missile as the second action. 2, 8. It's like its tongue flies off.
Ugh.
Broken.
Oh,
Coins fall
So
out of his body.
I don't know if I have much more of that. Yeah, it's your turn then, else.
A skeleton falls out of it. A skeleton. Oh, that was the previous fighters. I'm sorry. my
Actually,
bad.
the necrotic. I did not have the
he like
necrotic.
my cousin.
Our school does not lay liable to any
Yes, it would be
mishaps.
Rail's turn. Yeah. Technically bloody, which is pretty cool. One of the things I like about 4th edition. Nobody wants to try. Bloody. It's just, oh, it's under half.
And I might decide to go ahead and dip my hand in like a bucket of the red paint, make it 1.5. Because it makes Micah, and it's a important part of casting Shatter.
It is definitely part of the thing that it will.
And with that Shatter,
That's a powerful spell.
Yeah, that's a ridiculous spell right there.
that is a 9 plus my Arcana, right?
Is it intelligent?
Okay, is it what do you have to roll? Is it to hit or is it they have to make a saving?
Constitution saving throw, my bad.
Okay, so they're going to make a Constitution saving throw. It has to be. Now it's 14, I think. Which rolled a 5. It has failed. It's going to take 4 damage.
3d8 of thunder damage.
Roll all of these. And it's going to take another D8 from the necrotic.
Yeah, that's 11 altogether. And another d8 from the Arcana.
And the necrotic, yeah.
6.
In the words of Matt Mercer, how do you know what to do this?
You suddenly see like a slightly light, like a round barrier of like the shattering, and as it like grows, you just see it violently shake more and more until it bursts into like splinters.
The wood.
The crowd gasps. And before they don't know that you're just another wizard in the crowd, they start applauding Ray. She looks back
And
at this crowd, almost trembling. It's like,
And I applaud to her as well.
She smile back at you.
Yeah, okay.
Like, I guess, in the cheesiest way, she says, I guess, my friends are my power.
That's
That's the best way that could have been.
She did do, like, a massive amount of damage. She ended up in one round doing 30. For, like, literally, like, a level 2 wizard. Especially with an action necromancer. And you would see this drow, this dark elf, kind of comes up and smiles. She has clearly kind of looked, maybe done some comforting to her after that. And the ceremonies would kind of close. And out of maybe, let's say they had 100 people, there was like 8 accepted. As either failing or not paying. No one died during the mimic. Good. They just deemed that they didn't. Well, there was more than other mimics. They deemed they did not. Yeah. Conquer it in the right way.
Fast enough or something like that.
Fast enough, or they kind of floundering when they pulled them out, or they just didn't do what they expected.
A boy nearly lost his arm.
You might have heard that from the previous round. And they pulled him out of the
Just in time to get enough of his arm to regenerate.
And the walls would go down in the bookshelf with this group. And then out from the center of the arena, you would see an old, very stereotypical wizard-looking man. Is thin, old, big beard, kind of lanky, almost like a big tree or old big tree with a hat. He's wearing white, accented with gray and some blue. And so as well. Try to find my names for the people. Have at least the name of the headmaster here. I was going to say stuff like that. Oh, yeah, this is I am headmaster it says Headmaster Verdengard, which is the name of the whole town, but not the magic school. So I'm here tonight, proud to introduce our new candidates into our magical studies. Thank you for watching and for preparing these students for their tests. We give a certain amount of time in which you can go and see their students off campus hours. Says, and I hope you're very as proud as we are of their accomplishments. There would have been a lot of people that would have already left because those people have already been eliminated and they're going to go see their families. So there was about 3 dozen or so people after the 8 that only passed. You see some of the students now. We're just talking with some of the teachers there. There's the drow lady, and there's some other elves there. There's a bunch of mainly elves as teachers at the moment.
Is there any druids?
You would have overheard that there is not a druidical class.
Okay.
With these. You would have maybe heard that there is a sorcerer, warlock, artificer, the Riot Wizard. The Artificer guy's going.
Oh yeah, yeah. he's
The
on
name
studies.
kind of rings a bell associated with a device that you ran with that is called the Rainmaker, but he's been mysteriously gone. You found a piece.
Yeah.
You even saw a picture, and you can maybe assume that this little short gnome guy was the Artificer. He was currently not at campus. He was doing this device called the Rainmaker that might help to drop. You guys eventually head out back to the place in which you met, and Rain's there and like, thank you guys. Gotta go pick out my dorm and find my house. With your house, I don't know, maybe something. And all that.
You mean Coven?
Company. That would actually be more effective. She would be like, is there anyone saying that I might have to be pushed up an entire year because of what they saw out there? I've never seen someone summon such strong individuals. It seems like I'm already getting along with my professors and so I'll be working under Mother Weaver and all that. Thanks.
We just didn't even bother to say that. I just
Oh,
knew
yes.
it.
It kind of awkwardly came in. She says, remember, Singing Stone. And she would leave in minutes. NPC.
I want NPC to help us.
And I guess as an end for this, and maybe we're close to the end of the session, is there anything more that you guys are looking at, both short and long term? In and out of here. Well, either in or out of here. Because I know Trace got to get to work soon.
My character is definitely looking for someone. He is besieging someone who has granted him a great gift, but he wants to learn to tame.
There is a foresight divining, not witchcraft, but witchcraft, but future sight is something. That's another one of the teachers I want to talk about. Not divine, but one where you foresee stuff. I forget. Foresight. There's another one. There's
Divination?
Divination. There's a divination teacher that is there that might.
My character's more focused
My goal
on the next TMN thing going on and for, by escorting him.
If you guys even want to stay in town, which is a whole other thing. There's a library. There is.
Well, I think we will stay in town for only a little longer because I know ship was needed to head out east. But and also that armor that's being constructed.
You gotta wait for the armor to be constructed, which could take some time.
It could take
I know you want to look for that lady. That's good. Shambles has the east, and does he have anything he wants to do there?
I do want to.
But there is, you could talk to professors.
I want to shop.
You definitely want to shop.
I want to shop out.
Because when they did their shop, you were a turtle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How will you? As your otter.
Otter, yeah. Sign language otter. And if they try to freaking swindle me, I'm gonna
Otter spell.
grab a shell, start banging it on a shelf. Just start trying to crack it open.
Start headbutting like a seashell, and then you just slowly split. Then it points at the person.
And what does Roland have in it? Plans. The hammer.
The board, the egg.
The egg is mad. I did have to wait for that much.
That would be nice.
It'll take a while. What I'm doing when do you guys have to leave? My roads are stepping. It's pretty close.
Yeah, we're definitely out.
Right today. Definitely. But as players, is there anything you would prefer more in the game? Is it going well? Is it more combat?
I'm glad.
Maybe a little more combat.
It's
Yeah,
story.
a little bit
Sorry.
more of combat, and
I mean, the combat, I just destroy it.
I like
With
it.
the canister.
I like what's going on.
I know it's leaning a little less combat heavy because you're in a well fortified place. But
Well,
there's
Well, last time it was heavy combat, very heavy.
Yeah.
And I know it's been months since we had that.
it's technically a safe space.
Yeah.
The dragons were mimic. That was about it. You guys didn't really use many of the spells. I think it's good.
But at least we got some action. So it was like fighting with the thing, slapping.
Wrapping its tongue around.
We did a few slap. Walk over there like JoJo and slap.
We got this stuff. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for setting this up.
Thank you for setting this up. We appreciate it. Hopefully, I'll talk to you guys about future games a whole lot sooner than months later.
Before.
I do have a funeral on a Sunday, which Sundays won't send you that good of a time anyway. Got to go to work. And we have to go to work and stuff. So we'll shut off this. That hopefully was recording. Yeah, 3 hours. Not much left.